Hey guys, so try to fix the lighting on here a little bit. Okay, we'll try with that. I want you to be able to see my face. Okay, anywho, I get requests for two things relatively often, and these are things that I absolutely refuse to do for my clients, and I want to share with you what they are, and I want to share with you why I refuse to do them. So the first thing that I refuse to do is I will absolutely not adjust your macros for you. So in my 16-week coaching program that I have, my clients learn how to increase their calories by somewhere between 500 to 1,000 per day total. And not learn, like they actually increase their calories by that amount total per day over the course of the 16-week program. But you can't just increase your calories, and they do that, by the way, without ruining their results, their current progress, where they're at, right? So not gaining tons of body fat in the process of increasing their calories that much. But you can't just increase your calories by 500 or 1,000 a day like that, right? You can't do that overnight without gaining excessive body fat. So we have to make these small weekly adjustments that over the course of the 16-week program add up to a lot. So that's how we get to 500 or 1,000 total over the course of the 16 weeks. So with that being said, what good would it do you if I made those adjustments for you every single week and you had no clue how they were being done, don't know how the calculations work, don't know how the adjustments work? Kathy, what's my take on fasting? I have another video that I did like a week or two ago on that I will tag you in after this video. Okay, so I will do that for you. It's on that exact topic. So yeah, what good does it do you if I make the macro adjustments for you? Number one, that's actually more like one-on-one coaching, and it would be a very different investment, much more of a monetary investment than my group coaching program, right? The second thing is that, in my opinion, this is even more important. Why would you want to be reliant on me or someone else for the rest of your life to know how many calories a day you should be eating and what your macro breakdown should be? Like, wouldn't you rather be self-sufficient on that and know how to calculate that and figure that out for yourself based on wherever you're at, what your goals are at any given point in time? Like, I would so much rather feel empowered to do that for myself than have to rely on someone else forever and pay them forever, quite frankly. So, like, so many of you tell me that you follow diet programs in the past that told you exactly what to eat, exactly when to eat. Maybe they gave you meal plans. You followed everything to a T, and guess what? It worked. Like, obviously, you followed the plan to a T, you're going to get the results. But then the diet is done, right? And you're basically left high and dry because you're not given any kind of plan after that. You don't know what to do yourself. All you did was what someone just gave you and said, here, follow this exactly. And so one of two things end up happening. Either you continue eating the exact same way that you did on said diet and you're stuck at a really unsustainably low number of calories a day for the rest of your life, and it also gets boring as fuck because who wants to keep eating the same shit over and over and over again every single day for the rest of their life? And it's just miserable, right? Especially if you're trying to have a social life and like go out to meals and go to social events and things of that nature. Or two, you stop following the diet altogether because no one should be on a diet for the rest of their life anyway. And you go back to how you used to eat prior, and you gain all the weight back that you lost, and all the hard work that you put in was all for nothing, right? So with that being said, do I throw my clients to the wolves and say, like, here you go, just figure all of this out all on your own? Absolutely not. I'm teaching you exactly how to make the adjustments yourself. And then I'm there to help you if you need it, if you get stuck with something, and to review what you come up with to make sure that you're on the right track and that it's correct. And over the course of the 16-week program, you end up needing me less and less and less. And by the end of the program, you know exactly what to do going forward based on what your goals are at that point in time, which could be one of a couple of different scenarios. Like maybe you want to increase your calories even more. So maybe you started out the program at 1,200 calories a day, and over the course of the 16 weeks, you were able to get yourself up to 2,000 calories per day, but maybe you want to keep going. Like I'm currently at like 2,400 calories a day for my maintenance. Like I want to keep increasing that because I want to keep eating more food, quite frankly. I love food. Or maybe you want to start a fat loss phase. So a lot of you aren't at your goal body fat level yet, but you're also at just really unsustainably, miserably low calories on a daily basis where you're not making progress towards your goals anymore. You've plateaued because that's natural. That's what happens. But you don't want to drop them lower because you're going to hate your life if you do. Like if you're already at 1,200, I think that sounds miserable. I would never, ever want to go lower than that because that would suck. Life would suck. So let's say you start the program out at 1,200 calories and you got them up to 2,200 over the course of the 16-week program. Well, now you might be ready to start a fat loss phase again, but you're going to be able to do that at like 1,900 calories a day maybe, right? So a much higher amount than where you currently are to actually make progress towards your fat loss goals. So you're going to, again, know exactly how to calculate your macros going forward to accomplish that new goal. So like there's that saying, what is it? You give a man a fish and like he's fed for a day, but if you teach him how to fish, he's fed for life, right? It's like something like that. That's what I want for you. I want you to know how to go fish for life after that, after the program versus me just handing you a fish every week for 16 weeks. And then at the end of the program, you being like, where's my fucking fish? So the second thing that I refuse to do for my clients is make you a meal plan. The first reason why is pretty much me stating the obvious. Everyone's calories and macros are completely different. So if my program is a group coaching program and I'm going in there and custom making you a meal plan every single week based on what your calories and your macros are, then that's not group coaching. That's one-on-one coaching. And again, the price point is going to be very different for one-on-one coaching than it is for group coaching. Also, some of you might not like what I eat. Like I'm going to make a meal plan based on foods that sound good for me and the macro ratios that I like for myself, which I like a more balanced carb and fat macro breakdown, probably a little higher in carbs than fats. Some people like higher carb, lower fat. Some people like higher fat, lower carb. Some people like higher protein. Like everyone's different. So you might not like the meal plan that I would make for you. Why would you want to eat a meal plan with a bunch of foods and recipes in it that you don't even like? Like that sounds awful. And quite frankly, who even really wants to be told what to eat every single day for the rest of their life? Like, I get how that in theory sounds good. Like, oh, I want someone to make me a meal plan so I don't have to do it for myself. But that's all well and good until there's something on there that you don't want to eat, until you get bored with what's on there, or until you just want to be able to live your life and like not have to follow a plan to a T and go out to lunch with a friend spur of the moment, or go out on a date with your husband or your boyfriend, or I don't know, go to a pool party this weekend, right? Like 4th of July is coming up. Do you want to be able to go to a pool party and maybe have some adult beverages that weren't factored into your meal plan? Like chances are I wouldn't be writing in cocktails for your meal plan on exactly the days and times that you want to be having them. And like, what are you going to do? Call me from the dinner table on a date with your husband and read me the menu to ask me what you should eat? Like, I hope not. So again, like Structure is good to a certain extent, but my group coaching program is all about teaching you how to have flexibility and freedom around food in your life so that you can just enjoy your life without feeling like it has to revolve around planning around food all the time anymore. Because I know that's what it can feel like when you're in diet mode. I mean, quite frankly, I don't even want you following a meal plan at the end of the day. Like, when it's all said and done down the road, ultimately you won't even be following a meal plan. I don't really follow a meal plan anymore. I make a very loose meal plan just as a guide, really just so that I know what groceries to order for the week. And then from there, I just go with the flow throughout the day based on how it unfolds and what I feel like eating. And that, you guys, is how you get out of the mode of feeling like you are stuck being on a diet for the rest of your life, okay? You don't have to think about food so much anymore. It doesn't have to consume your brain space, your life, your day, none of it. So if any of this sounds like something that you need in your life, then drop a comment below, shoot me a message, whatever you want to do, let me know. And we can find a time to just hop on the phone and chat for a little bit. I want to learn about your goals, your specific goals in more detail. And we can see if my group coaching program is something that would be a good fit for you to get you where you want to be. All right. Have a good night, guys. Bye.